Hello guys, welcome back to the video. This video is very different from my other videos that I've done on the channel, but let's just get to the point. In this video I will be showing you how you can detect a player's voice and also show on visually how loud a player is. So what you're gonna do is that you are gonna go, first of all, obviously you need to enable the Explorer properties and the toolbox. The command bar is optional, and so is the output. But output is good for troubleshooting your errors and problems. So we're gonna go into starter player, starter character scripts, insert a local script, not a normal script. Now the first thing that you want to do is that you want to add a repeat. And you want to add task.wait, and just so that we wait until the game is loaded, so we don't prevent it, or so we prevent any errors. Now we're gonna add a player service variable, get service players, and we're gonna do the same for run service. Get service run service. Now, I completely forgot to mention, what you want to do now is that you want to go ahead and go into model. Actually, first you may need to publish your game. I'm not sure if you have to, but you're gonna need to anyways for testing purposes. You want to publish your game by going into publish to Roblox Studio as, and then you want to go into the model tab, and you'll click on service. Now usually there would be a voice chat service somewhere around here, but I've already inserted mine because I was doing some testing before. Once you've clicked on the voice chat service, you want to click on insert and then done. And also make sure that you enable microphone in the home tab, game settings, and then communication. This is crucial, and so is enabling the use audio API. And you can basically do that by going to the voice chat service and enabling it right here. Now we're gonna continue by downloading the model, which is in the description, and then you want to drag it in here, and then you want to insert it into Starter UI. You see a bar will appear. Now this includes a bar meter that shows how loud a player is, and also make sure, I completely forgot to do that, but it's probably gonna be updated in the model. You change the very red one to 5. I completely forgot to do that. But that might be changed already. The model might have already been updated, as mentioned earlier. I want to mention the players, local player. Now you want to get the screen GUI, so you want to mention the player or the player GUI, and then screen GUI. Now we are going to what do you call this? Basically, you're just gonna tell the script to look for the voice meter frame. You want to go into screen GUI and then voice meter frame. Now you're gonna add a where you're gonna specify the audio device input, which is used for a lot of things. Oh wait, hold up. Device input regarding voice chat and stuff like that, from my understanding. Now we're gonna add a wire, which will basically connect two things so that you can easily cut that out. Now we're gonna add audio analyzer, and you're gonna do instance.new audio analyzer. Now we are gonna specify the wire. The source instance will be the audio device input. Wire and the target instance will be the audio analyzer. We are gonna parent the wire to the audio analyzer, and we're gonna parent the audio analyzer to the audio device input. Audio device input. Now we are gonna add 3 variables. One of them is called min loud, max loud, current loud. And basically what this does is that it specifies the silence, like quietness when you can't hear anything, and when a player or someone is screaming into the mic, and it's like the loudest that can possibly be. And current loud is just specifying how loud the player currently is. Now, what we're gonna do is that we are gonna add this little task.spawn function, which will make all of these invisible whenever you launch the game. And you can simply do that by doing the following: voice meter, bar. We're going to specify which bar you want to make invisible. It basically does that for you. And this just specifies how many frames there are. So for every single frame, it will make it invisible, so the player can't see them. Now we are going to add a function which is called remove decimals, and we are going to want to receive the audio volume. Now we're going to clamp the loudness, so basically it doesn't return that many numbers after the decimal, if that makes sense to you. So we're going to use math.clamp to do that, and we're going to specify the audio volume, min loud and max loud. And we are going to return math.floor clamp loudness timed by, or multiplied by 100 and divided by 50. Now what we are going to do is that we are going to add the show voice volume stat audio volume. No, we're actually going to name this to loudness. This is just going to return the loudness, or give us the loudness value, which we can use to remove the decimals afterwards, or the numbers after the decimal, which just simplifies the result. So we can do that by making a new variable called scaled loudness, and we're gonna specify the remove decimal function, and we're gonna add the loudness to that. We're gonna give or pass over the value over to this function right here. Now we're gonna copy this so that every time when we want to show how loud a player is, we're gonna instantly make all the bars invisible. Now we are actually gonna get into the part where we're gonna show how many bars should be visible, depending on how loud the player is. So if the player is below the number right here, we are going to make the first voice meter frame loud meter meter dot bar dot 1 visible equals true. But let's say if the player isn't speaking, what will you do then? It's simple. We're gonna add another task.spawn function. We're gonna do if scaled loudness equals 0. So if the player is completely silent and they're not speaking, then for every single bar again, we are gonna make it invisible. Voice meter, loud meter, bar, visible equals false, and right there. Perfect. Now we're gonna do else if scaled loudness is below 40, then make 2 bars visible to tell the player, hey, you're getting a little bit too loud, the monster might be able to hear you, and you're alerting everyone where you are. Now we're gonna add this a few times. Boom, boom. And for every single one, we're gonna make another bar visible. So for this one, we're gonna have 3. Make sure you zoom in so it's better to see. We're gonna have 4 here, and then we're gonna have 5 here. 3, 4, 3, 4, 5. Perfect. Now we're reaching the end where we have to specify run service and then render step. So for every single frame, it's gonna do it's gonna show us how loud the player is. Now we're gonna put the current loud to the audio analyzer .rms level, which tells us how loud the player actually is, and returns a lot of numbers after decimals, and that's the reason why we have this function right here. Now we're gonna the voice crack. Now we are going to pass this the volume of the player over to this function right here. So we're just going to current loud. And yeah, you've reached the end of the tutorial. I'm going to show you what that looks like now. Alright, now we are launching the game to see what this would look like in action. Alright, so we need to wait for this to load in. Oh yeah, there you go. Now we're going to try to speak. And just set my microphone correctly. Here. Hello? Right now I'm speaking, and as you can see in the corner, it shows us that we're speaking. Now if I try to speak a little bit louder, it's gonna show us that it goes more to the top. And if I whisper, sometimes it may not even show anything. So yeah. I hope you enjoyed this tutorial, and thank you for watching. There are gonna be more parts to this. Next part we're gonna add push to talk. And the next tutorial, we can add like a warning that tells you when you are too loud. At the bottom, like a warning frame or something like that. The final tutorial might actually be where we allow the monster to walk over to you if it hears you. So yeah, thank you all for watching. I hope you all like this tutorial. I'll see you all in the next one. See ya.